Inefficient if you're spinning emeralds just for the Titan skin stones, but what if you're double dipping and spinning emeralds to open Outland chests? Sure. Or why not spend those emeralds on a better event that has open Outland chests? That's the argument, because most of these events have open Outland chests as a task. So why spend them here on a less efficient event whenever you can spin it on a more efficient emerald-wise event?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's talk about the Foundation of Power first. Foundations of Power is this Titan Skin Stone event that people are kind of divided when it comes to it. You either know the math or you don't, is what it kind of breaks down to. And the fact that this is providing a incredibly rare resource in Titan Skin Stones is distracting from the fact that this is an incredibly inefficient event to spend your resources on. We're definitely not going to do any math. I'm not going to discuss any math or go into too much detail about it. But from what I understand, from what I'm hearing people talk about in various communities, Facebook and Discord, and some of my close friends messaging me on Discord, the efficiency of this event is on par or lower than things like the Great Storm pet events, Legacy of the Great Ones, and the Outland one, which the name escapes me. The 2 or 3 really top ones that people think of whenever you think of a really good event, a really good good event. Guardians of Outland, I believe it's called. I think that's what it is. Those events have a higher level of efficiency for rewards when you're discussing, emerald spending and energy spending. But I believe that is considered with like the total. If you were to buy up every one of the buy emeralds, as well as all of the spend emerald tasks or all of the spend energy tasks, all of those, a little bit less efficient than just spending your emeralds on other events and using emeralds that you purchased during a ×4 sale, by the way, using those emeralds to just buy the skins directly. Just going in here, clicking on Angus, clicking on skins, and buying the skins directly. It is slightly more efficient to do it this way than it is to spend emeralds on this event. Problem is, Titan Skin Stone is so rare that people have no choice but to spend in this event. Jiv, that's a misconception, actually, because it is less efficient than just buying emeralds and upgrading it. Now, there is a sliding scale, a breakpoint, and it's probably, I don't know what the number is exactly, but a lot of people have done some math on this event. The emerald spend task, at least. The other tasks, spending some energy, like you're going to spend some energy every day. You're going to spend some emeralds every day. You're going to, do a little of these tasks every day regardless. But as far as the question of should you drop 100,000 emeralds on this event, the answer is no. It's better to spend those 100,000 emeralds on other events because they're more efficient as far as emerald conversion breakdown is, and just buying the skins using emeralds. It is less efficient. And if I'm not mistaken, there are a couple of videos out in the community discussing that math already. I think Hero Wars Guide put out a video yesterday discussing the math behind it and, showing it comparing to, different events. The problem with all of this is that not all of us, and in fact most of us, are not going to be spending 100,000 emeralds on events like this. We do have to make purchasing decisions, right? We all have to make purchasing decisions, but most of us don't have 100,000 emeralds multiple times a year to spend. So it's not as black and white as I'm really making it out to be. It's not really that black and white. And it's further skewed. It's further tilted by the thought behind the fact that somebody like me, who does not enjoy Titan fighting at all, I barely use my Titans in Guild War, barely use my Titans in Guild War, maybe one fight every 2 weeks. And those often are for cleanups, mind you. This event has almost no value to a player like me, almost no value. So even though it is a rare and difficult to acquire by other means of resource, it is still a little bit less efficient than other events. Now, you can still spend and get some benefit out of it, but the more you spend, I believe, the less efficient it is. Diorman says, I'll probably be best 20k emeralds on this event just because Titan Skin Stones are probably the only thing I've left, which could possibly help me in dungeon past 21k. You're 21k? Whew, yikes. So Foundation of Power, I'm going to spend a little bit of energy here and there on it. I appreciate Titan skin stones, and I've mentioned this. I think this is the third time that I'm mentioning this. I believe that the developers of Hero Wars Facebook and web do not like the current skin system, and they're going to change it in the near future, or they're going to add additional skins to try to balance things out by buffing other Titans. Right? You can either nerf existing things or buff everybody else. So I think something is going to happen with the Titan skins on Hero Wars Facebook and web. I just don't know what that is yet. So I'm going to try to save, you know, a couple 10, 20, 30,000 skin stones so I can buy some skins if they do release new skins. We kind of chatted about it a little bit yesterday about a penetration skin, like a water penetration or a earth penetration skin, which would be interesting. I'm not sure how they would do that, you know, with the elemental defenses and all of that. I'll spend a lot on this event. I just double dip by opening the big money blue balls and hope for another totem fragment. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's one way to go about it. Arturo Armada, no. The community managers have said time and time again that there are not they have no plans for new Titans, either existing elements or adding new elements. But that doesn't mean that they never will. It just means that they're not working on them right now. It's a boring event, right? Flat out, objectively, there are no activities beyond what you would do normally every day anyway. The question is do you spend your extra resources or not? And that, because of the reasons that I just mentioned, is more of your decision than it is my decision to tell you. Like, I wouldn't convince you to do otherwise. But it's a great event if you need those and you're not going to spend all out. But it's not a fun event. Inefficient if you're spinning emeralds just for the Titan skin stones, but what if you're double dipping and spinning emeralds to open Outland chests? Sure. Or, Sir Turbo, why not spend those emeralds on a better event that has open Outland chests? That's the argument. Because most of these events have open Outland chests as a task. So why spend them here on a less efficient event whenever you can spend it on a more efficient emerald-wise event? Because you think about the average player. The average player spends, who knows how much they spend, right? But does the average player get 100,000 emeralds a year? Does the average player earn, buy, or fight their way in arena up to get 100,000 emeralds per year? And then what do you do with those 100,000 emeralds? Buy Outland chests now is less efficient than buying Outland chests when they are on sale, says Griff. Exactly. I guess it really boils down to, what are you searching for in this game? Everyone is searching for something different. If you like Titans, then this event is key. Great summation there.